from Houston, Texas. It's the go-to girl, professional comedian, TV producer, and founder of MarriedDate.com. It's Millionaire Matchmaker, Amber.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Matchmaker Amber Neal. It is effing Fridays. Thank God. It's freaking rained all week. And you know what? I am so ready for the weekend. I don't know why I'm ready for the weekend because I work 7 days a week. It's not like I get a real day off, right? But today, guys, we have a very special guest on the show. We are going to introduce him in just a moment. But let me go ahead and introduce my effing Friday co-host. Y'all give it up for the man on the ones and twos, the VP of Boss Up Network. He is the most in-demand DJ around. I kid you not. I would tell y'all where he's at, but they don't pay me to endorse those businesses. So I ain't fisting to say him, but trust and believe. It's a big name. You can find him there, guys. So y'all give it up for DJ Houston.
What's up?
Go DJ. Go DJ. Go DJ.
Hey, that's my DJ. Go DJ. Yeah. And let's not forget our very, very special co-host who gets to be here every Friday, Mr. Former NFL player, Ryan Yarborough. What's up?
And you know, the thing I like about what you've done is you've taken all your success, what it takes, because I don't know what the percent is. It's like 1% or something. People actually make it pro level.
Oh, there you go. You know it.
You've taken the knowledge, what it takes. See, all the haters, y'all don't have the discipline it takes to get to that. You know what I mean? So shut your mouth and listen and read his book, Believe So You Can Achieve, so that you can do it too. So congratulations on your best-selling book. And y'all can catch him around. He's working with the kids. He's trying to motivate the adults. So, you know, we really want to show Ryan love because he's really giving back to the community, part of the NFLPA and the Huddle Up Foundation, helping other people. So that's what this is about, using our platform to put more love in the air.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. So let's welcome our very special guest. He is like outdressed me all today, but y'all know I'm country and I forget to wear shoes sometimes, so that's okay. But Michael Crockett of CNS Insurance Group, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. We are so excited to have you. He fit us into his schedule today, and we are so happy. You're wearing you got the Amber Neal colors on, the red, black, and white. Yes. You are fresh. Where are you going? Like, you are dressed today.
Well, you know, that's my uniform every day. I get
see.
Up and, trying to take care of the community.
Yes, sir.
I love that. Can't wait to find out some more about you. And today's topic, guys, in the bottom part of the show at 3:30, we're going to be coming back in and talking about 7 signs someone is using you.
Wow.
Boom. I feel like we're going to have some mic drops today. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we might need a 2-hour show.
We'll keep it tight. Just 7.
Just 7.
Right.
I know. All right, guys. So let's jump in. Let's get to know you, Michael, because you know, one of the things we like to do, one of the things before we got on the show was really talk about how you're in the community and you're really giving back. What would you say? Because we always talk about our purpose. It's what really drives us. And then we've got some specific questions we want to ask you, but I like to ask you a couple as a relationship expert, right? Cool. Because so many people in business, since this is our topic, someone's using you, so many people in business just want to come at you and they don't understand. Like, for example, they'll hit you up on LinkedIn and they give you can tell it's a copy and paste pitch. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, hello, say hello, say my name, how you doing, you know, and cuss me out, say something, let me know this is not a copy and paste.
Right.
How important is it to you, in your opinion, of building the relationship before you try to secure the relationship?
Well, relationship is the most valuable thing on earth. So when you ask me the level of importance of relationship, oh man, that's a real deep conversation. Everything on earth is a shadow of what's in heaven. The most valuable thing on earth to God that he created is his relationship with us. So here on earth, the most valuable thing that we have is our relationships with each other.
Ooh, wow, you are smooth with it. I love it.
You know, he pretty much basically said,
I want to pass the collection plate right now. We're going to church with Michael today.
You know, the saying that you always say all the time that your daddy taught you. You know, you can't take the relationship out of business. You know?
Cannot.
You cannot. People think you can go and just do business and not have a relationship.
They like.
That part.
Right.
People don't do business with businesses.
Exactly.
People do business with people.
With a person, exactly. You know, that's why if the person that's representing your company is a piece of crap, your company's gonna be just like
that person is fired.
I like the way he thinks. You know, because you know how you go to some places and you know the first employer you run into is like, stank, and you like, why are you here? You know, you're the face of this company. So, and that's something that we talk about constantly. Is like people don't understand. You cannot take that relationship out of business. In order to have a successful business relationship,
it starts with service. You gotta serve. You gotta service your client. You gotta service the community. If you're not meeting the need, then it doesn't work.
That's right. And like Denona said when we were talking, you know, the thing about it is it's so funny what a small little world it is. You know, somebody knows somebody, and it's like you never know who knows somebody. But she said this is she told me so much about you. Wow. I feel like I know you already.
Beautiful
but
thing.
Trust and believe you are well loved and well respected, and that's the thing you can always tell. About like when you go interview for a job or you want to work with somebody, you can tell how happy they are by their team.
Right, facts.
You know,
I always at the office it's called the hashtag. It's called Crockett, right? And Crockett is a team word. You see what I mean?
Exactly. I love it because you know the thing is we want to really just spotlight everything you're doing in the community.
Wow.
We want to spotlight everything that you have coming up as well. And one of the things when I was talking to Denona, so as you know, I'm a matchmaker. So Tuesday we had a wedding. The CEO of the network and Suge, the hashtag Sugar Bacon. He's a publisher and he creates best-selling authors. So if anybody wants to write a book, y'all hit up Suge. But they came on the show separately. And I totally vibed on them, and boom, now they're married in 86 days.
Wow.
Okay? And people are like, 86 days? Right. But trust me, when a man knows, when a man, Isaac, remember Isaac? Yeah. Remember Boaz?
So funny.
It's about being in that spirit. I went on one date with
my wife that night. I went home, told my best friend I'm married, huh?
See?
There it is.
That's all I'm trying to say, guys.
When you know.
When you know, you know.
What, 16 years married, 19 years in? Huh?
Wow.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
We need to get them to do a Married Date commercial.
Right.
Yes. We're getting couples to tell their love story because so much of pop culture teaches us just get a divorce or this or that. You know what I'm saying? They go into it like get a divorce. And so you know the thing is we're trying to show that real love exists, that people still want to fight for their marriage, and so
couples are winning.
Couples are winning. That's how it is. Yeah. Couples live longer. You know what I'm saying? So we'll definitely bring you and your wife back on the show on a Monday, so you guys can tell us your secrets because that's what we want to hear from is couples that are actually doing it big.
Everything that come out of her mouth is for my good. She to me she don't say it not unless it's for my good. So I listen to her from that ear. Yeah, they keep the relationship alive.
Wow, I love that, guys. You know, you got to keep, and you know, one of the things whatever you did in the beginning to get them is what you got to do to keep it going. That's the part people don't know. They get complacent, complaining, they get busy.
She's actually good at this. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, she wouldn't have a 0 divorce rate if she wasn't.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's live.
I have never had a client get divorced in 17 years, ever. And so that was my speech to them. I said, congratulations. I wish y'all much success, but y'all ain't fixing to be my first divorce. Okay, so y'all gonna keep it together. But that's what I'm doing with Married Date, our private social club we're launching is everything I've done for singles to get them to the altar and stay together. I'm creating a mass market concept and a resource for couples. So we definitely would love since you're a advocate for marriage, we'd definitely love for you to join us in the movement.
Covenant is a big deal.
Covenant. And you know that's the big word because that's the thing too. We got to realize that when we're single, is that you need to focus on your covenant with God, no matter what it is. If anything you worship, it could be fame, fortune, even love. Anything you want more than you want your relationship with God and your duty and your calling, what you're supposed to do, the enemy can use against you to play you and keep you miserable.
Idol God. Anything.
Thank you.
The order of life to God is God, yourself, your spouse. Your family. I like to insert your business, then others. That's what I like to insert. Right?
That's right.
But so anything that goes before you, is a God.
Ooh, that part.
Because the only thing that's supposed to go before you is God. So you got to practice in marriage when you truly in love. You have to practice making sure you don't put your spouse before yourself.
Man, we passed the collection plate. All right, guys, we are going to take a quick commercial break. We got some words from our sponsors over at Married Day, I Love Me Hoodies. And guess what, guys? We have a huge singles event coming up July 22nd, less than a week away. Y'all know how we do. Being innovative is the first glow-in-the-dark speed dating event with musical love chairs.
Yeah.
So y'all go ahead and get your tickets. Go to the Amber Neal Show page on Facebook. Look under our events tab. Go ahead and get your tickets today. And it includes food, come hungry, and BYOB.
BYOB. And we're also looking for vendors. We got a couple vendor spots open.
So drink as much as you like.
Exactly.
People get more attractive.
When the lights, I was going to say, and the lights will be down. So.
I'm trying to help y'all. All right, guys, we'll be right back after this. Y'all stay tuned.
Married Day, Houston's first private social club for couples.
Chris and I met on MySpace. We started doing music together first, and then we became really good friends, and we were friends for about 5 years. And then we started dating each other in 2008. By February 2009, we were engaged, and by November 2009, we were married. We have 3 children together that we have raised, and we have traveled the world together and eaten some of the best food in the world, and collectively have just built up an amazing network of friends and family and a circle of people that we just love and care about, and they continue to motivate and we continue to motivate them. We build our energy on our relationship with the energy that we can give to other people and the effect that we can have on other people's lives. And we're going on 12 years strong this year through all the obstacles and the goods and the bads. We're still together, and we're here to share our story.
Join Married Date today by visiting www.marrieddate.com.
Guys, it's your girl Millionaire Matchmaker, and you know what? How we do it. We got a huge singles event coming up 1 week from today. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, it is. And I'm your boy DJ Houston, and we're here to tell you about our singles event. We're doing
speed dating in the dark, aka glow in the dark speed dating.
And we're bringing you musical love chairs. You know how fun it is to bump somebody out of their chair. Get out of my chair.
You get out of my chair.
Hey, make sure you go and check out our event at the Amber Neal Show on Facebook. Tickets are live. And
come hungry. We have pasta, salad, and fruit included in the ticket price, and it's BYOB. Come for the networking, red carpet, and fun. And hey, is there any price you won't pay for love?
Exactly. So make sure y'all guys go check out that event at the Amber Neal Show on Facebook, and we will see you there. Married Date, Houston's first private social club for couples.
Hello, I'm Larry.
And I'm Denise. And we are the Scotts.
Denise and I have been married for almost a year now, and it has been a thrill.
Yes, it has. We are always honeymooning and always on the go, doing something as a couple.
And that's what I love about my wife, Denise. She is full of energy, she's full of excitement, and she is full of love.
And I love you for allowing me to shine my love in your life. And I'm super ready to share a lifetime of memory with you.
She's my wife.
He's my husband.
She's my friend.
He's my friend.
She's my everything.
He's my everything.
She's my queen.
He's my king.
She's my lifetime.
He's my lifetime. This is what makes a happy marriage.
And we both believe what God put together, no one can ever tear apart.
Join Married Date today by visiting www.marrieddate.com. Married Date, Houston's first private social club for couples.
It all started when one of Jen's friends brought her out to a bar and she didn't want to go out. She saw me and said she's going to marry that guy. Her friends thought it was funny. The next night we met. This was 2 days before Christmas. And then we've been together ever since. That was 2007. We hung out that night, didn't even know each other's names. And then eventually we started hanging out and got together, got engaged January of 2008. Got married April of 2009. And we have 2 kids and a third that we just had a month and a half ago in May. So now we have 3 kids, own a business, been together for 14 years now, and no turning back from there. Everybody said we wouldn't make it. We've been through trials and tribulations, made sure that we always stuck by each other's side and took care of everything we're supposed to. And we've been tested a lot. We have been tested hard. Other than that, we have enjoyed life. We travel. We enjoy spending time with each other 24 hours a day. Never a dull moment, never separation. It's actually been great.
Join Marriedate today by visiting www.marriedate.com.
Hey guys, it's your girl matchmaker Amber Neal. It is effing Fridays here on the Amber Neal Show, and I brought some friends with me. Y'all give it up for my co-host DJ Houston.
Go DJ.
Because that's my DJ. Yeah.
He's the best. I kid you not. I better guarantee he's so good. He is the kind of DJ that when you go out and hang out with him, I promise you cannot sit down.
Wow.
You might even be the person that's like, oh, I'm too shy. I can't get.
Even when I'm sitting there playing slow love songs, okay? Let me tell you.
He will get you pregnant, okay? That's what he's trying to say.
Let me tell you.
He will get you pregnant. That's his disclaimer.
What's going to happen?
I make babies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You might make marriages, but I make babies. So that's why we're a good combination, all right?
Yeah. She matches them, and I get them in the mood, you know?
Exactly.
I'm like, woo, trying to take a breath so I can speak again. Okay, and let's not forget, we got our very special co-host, Miss Ryan Yarborough. Yeah, one of the most motivational mofos out there. Let me tell you, if you need some kind words, you need to feel like you got to get up, you need some inspiration, y'all need to go look at him on Facebook, Instagram, his Instagram, his YouTube. Like, I'm telling you, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, what Ryan got to say today? let me feel how Ryan feels today.
I'd be looking for your live, like, this is the most peaceful person you'll ever meet in your life. How you doing, peaceful?
It's for a reason. It's for a reason. You know, it's for a reason, because I done been other places that I'm not going back to. So therefore I know how to offset everything. You know,
see,
so, yeah.
And the other thing that I really love about how Ryan does it, he just is that deep, mellow, monotone, like, no matter how he's feeling, you're gonna hear that same exact, that same pitch the whole time, and it's like, you know, because it's like peaceful, you know what I mean? Like there's no way to take it wrong.
Yeah.
So exactly. I love it.
I appreciate y'all for making me get up even earlier again.
Yeah.
Hey.
The last couple of days I've been sleeping in. You understand?
I'm mad at you about that. What is sleep? Yeah. Sleep, it evades me, guys. But today we have a very special guest on the show. We're coming back in. We've been talking to Michael Crockett of CNS Insurance, and that's just one of the things he does. Okay, he's like us. I don't think any of us are one-dimensional. I think we all have multiple things, because isn't that what it's about? Is that multiple revenue stream?
Come on, man, 101 stream.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what we were talking about before we went off break too. How many EIN numbers can you get?
Right.
100 a day. How many do you want? You know, this is America. Yeah, this is land of dreams. Those people are still coming here for. If you can't make it here, you can't make it nowhere, because there's opportunities left and right.
Listen, I feel the same way about the city of Houston.
Come on, man.
Can't make it here, Houston. You can't make it nowhere.
Exactly what I was about to say.
Right, like this is Houston,
America
baby.
is one thing.
Yeah.
But Houston,
H-Town, baby.
man, it's the land of milk and honey.
It really is.
Thank you.
I'm telling
I
you.
mean, we are one of the most diverse cities. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there is something for everybody in this city.
And it's the
Fourth
fastest growing.
city.
Third largest city.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Every year we going up we going up. You know, we went from 4th to 3rd. Watch.
See?
By the end of 2021, we're gonna be the second largest city.
You still at 4.
We still at 4?
Yeah.
We're
It's all
great.
right.
We'll see.
This is Chicago telling us.
It's all right.
But that's the thing, guys, you know, and that's one of the things, too, as you guys saw in the messages during the break. Married Date is Houston's first private social club for couples. We do up to 50 events a month. If you're new to the city, if you don't want to get stuck in a situation within a year, you're moving back because y'all didn't plant any roots here, and you don't have any friends, and your wife's driving you crazy because maybe you're the one that moved here for the job, and it's like, when are you getting out of work? What are we doing? And you're your whole life, and you're like, don't you have some friends? And she's like, hell no. I moved here with your ass.
You my friend.
You're my friend. You're my everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you want to avoid getting divorced or having to move back and wasting the time, energy, and effort to relocate, join Married Date. MarriedDate.com, guys, for more information. Up to 50 events a month. And tonight is bowling night. So go ahead. It's not too late. Go ahead and get signed up today. MarriedDate.com for more information. But let's jump in and talk about you, Michael, because you didn't come to play today all dressed up. I'm like, I feel so.
What I'm really loving is his hat.
Yeah.
Like it's like you got red carpet on your hat underneath that red felt. Like I feel every time I see somebody wearing something like that, I'm like, ooh, that money. That's money. Like red carpet to me just always is money. Money. Like I know people think green is money, but I think red is money.
Yeah.
Like,
Red's my favorite color.
It's a powerful color. It makes a powerful statement, you know. So that's why I feel like real bosses wear red and blue. That's it. That's it. I'm telling you, those are two very powerful
What about
colors.
pink? No. Okay.
Girl bosses wear pink.
Fine. All right, guys.
All right,
We're going to jump in and get to know you a little bit more, Michael. So let's jump in. We got some questions for you. And we just want to kind of see how you feel and how you operate and how you move because, you know, people, like you said, people associate with people they like and they can trust. Right. And you already have such a good, energetically, as an empath matchmaker, I vibe on people and I can just kind of tell, like, oh, nope.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you made it to the category. Yeah. So we're endorsing him today because we know that the people that he works with, that's how I met you, was I met him through one of his colleagues that worked for him. And she sang your praises. She works with you. Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
See, that's what it is. Yeah. And she really sang your praises and she didn't have to.
Right.
Because you weren't there. She didn't have to tell me about you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when somebody's happy working with somebody, that's somebody I want to meet. So it's all about the relationships, guys. So y'all going to get a chance today to get to know Michael a little bit more and know that he's a good person you can trust with your needs as well. So let's jump in. Number one, what inspired you to get into insurance?
Insurance. Oh, it's so many ways. I'm going to say health insurance, right?
Okay.
Because insurance, period. I own a tax company. I got over 800 faithful customers.
Okay.
If 80 or more of my customers cry about anything, say if they continue to call me and ask me questions about something, I'm just open a business, right? So car insurance.
Love that.
I own the tax company. The car dealerships was missing over my clients, so I opened up the car dealership.
Wow.
I opened up the insurance company because if you got a car dealership and your client get into the office at 7, most insurance companies close at 6. They can't get insurance until to leave off the lot. So I just said, okay, I'm gonna buy the insurance company. That's what made me open the insurance company. Now, what got me in the health insurance, I already owned the company. I owned the company for about like 6, 7 years. My best friend, real muscle bound dude, like he played center.
Okay.
So you can see, but he ain't got no stomach.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
So he
cock swole.
Like LL Cool J.
You know,
cock swole. Really mean, right? So, long story short, in January, before January, he caught COVID, right? He beat COVID, right? But COVID magnified what you got going on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So stuff you don't know. Yeah. So, bam, he had high blood pressure, right? So then the blood pressure, a blood vessel, I think it's called an aneurysm or something. Bam. So then he had an aneurysm in his chest, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, ripped his aorta.
What?
Right, that's what went on. So it was craziness, right? Anyway, so when that happened, he go to the emergency room. I'm saying all this so y'all can listen. I understand the story, but listen to the money, right?
Yeah.
So he went to the emergency room. They life-flighted him to the hospital, right? So then now he got to have emergency surgery, right? So when he had emergency surgery, they leave his chest open for 30 days because they got to come up with the right cocktail,
oh my
right?
God.
Right, to get his blood pressure down before they can close him up. So that's a different type of ICU.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So then they put that together. They fixed that, put that together, but during the course he had 2 more strokes, right? So then when he had those strokes, he still had to have 2 more surgeries.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
So then so that's 3 surgeries, right? He's been in the hospital 7 months, right? So now watch this, right? His health insurance to him was he was fit.
Yeah.
So in the middle of all that,
Yeah.
so I'm like, okay, we finna get everybody going bankrupt because we gonna pay the bill,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
and everybody said, oh well, you could not pay the bill, let it get on his credit, fix his credit, or whatever. But
Yeah.
then that's also gonna be the kind of service you get. So we want him to have the best service to make sure he live. These is life and
Yeah.
death conversations.
Right.
These
Yes.
ain't
Right.
mild-mannered conversations.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So then you say, okay, well, what else? I'll tell the doctors, whatever it costs when you're tripping, we're gonna take care of it.
Right.
Right. So in the middle of that, right, I go back to the office and one of my guys that work for me said we need to try and get him Obamacare. Pre-existing condition, he can get Obamacare. So we sitting there, hey man, all us, do it.
Yeah.
Fix it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He get him Obamacare. $30 a month.
Dig it.
The most money he got to spend is $1,440 a year.
Right.
And he gets excellent health coverage.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We live.
Yeah.
So that made me say I need everybody in the city of Houston to have this health coverage.
Right
So
now,
if you ain't got covered, if you got coverage, praise God. If you don't, let's get you covered. Let's see what's going on right now. Then Biden increased the subsidy on April the 1st. Well, most people don't know that they qualify for no premium coverage.
What?
And no premium means no monthly payment, no down payment.
I didn't even know this.
Knowledge is key.
Right, and the information not out to the community. So this what I'm on.
And that really answers our next question of why is it important to get the coverage? Because you don't need it till you need it, right?
Right. And I want to expound on that a little more on why it's important, because especially, in our community.
Come on, man.
All right?
Yeah.
Because my background is, like I was telling you before, is financial services and insurance,
Right.
Since I was a shorty.
Right.
My dad been in the business.
Beautiful
Okay.
thing. That's what I want my son to say.
No doubt. And I worked with him as soon as I got out of the NFL for 10 years.
Right.
So when it comes down to that, can you expound a little more, even more so than just why everybody needs coverage for their health, but what are some other reasons that we need, even if we're not around, or when we're not around?
Right, okay.
On the generational side.
Now, now we're talking life insurance, right? That's what we're talking about. Right? Life insurance creates generational wealth.
Yes, sir.
Now, with that, I'll tell you about this one particular policy that is my favorite of all insurance policies.
Okay.
It's called the single life premium policy. Now, this particular policy has a one-time fee. You pay one amount one time. Your beneficiary is guaranteed. Some of them go for $500,000, and some of them are guaranteed $1 million.
Wow.
Guarantee.
Now you don't never have to make another payment, and you put a contingency in your will, right? That the person who is the beneficiary has to get the same policy, and that it stabilizes your bloodline forever.
Oh yeah, because
you keep that in the will.
They make sure they try to kill you, because you can kill them too.
Right. That's all. No, you just get them the same policy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
She gonna slide some in on it. Yeah.
But the nugget with that is, so say you can only, because you can get as many life insurance policies as you like, right? So you can get several of those if you want, right? But say you can only afford one, right? But now you have 4 children, right? So then you split that up between those 4 children, but you put in the contingency in the will that each of the children have to get $1 million policy, right? And then you establish the bloodline forever.
Wow, y'all getting some knowledge.
I'm over here like.
That's not. I'm over here like.
Yeah, where's my pen at? I gotta write this. I'm glad this is recorded. You know what I'm saying?
The agenda is to take care of 4 generations of your seed off of the decisions that you make with your life. The question that we have in this generation is how can we accomplish that the way the world is today, right? So then you have to get into these type of conversations, right? Like I'll ask you a question. This is a question that you may or may not ever been asked. Sound like you know the question, right? What is your 100-year plan? What is your plan for you and your bloodline for the next 100 years? That's a conversation you need to have with yourself. First time I heard it, I didn't have one. It took me several years after that to get one that I could execute that I wanted for my bloodline, and I'm working it today.
That's beautiful. I love that. Most people don't think 5 years down the road, let alone
Come on
100.
now. Come on now.
I don't know, what am I doing next week? I don't know. You know what I mean? People don't think, and that's the problem. We get in the crisis, then it's just too late. Right. Let's see if we have time to do that. Should we just going to take a break now then? And then just come back and answer a few more questions? Because we got 1 minute before we have to go to break. So I want to jump in. You got a few more questions, but I just want to take a quick break.
In that 1 minute, I just want to say this. I am doing a blood drive on July the 23rd.
Okay.
And I ain't got my glasses on, so you need to get right there.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, 1 in a million blood drive. It is July 20. Oh, nice. Friday, July 23rd. It is from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Houston Community College Acres Home Campus, Little York on 45. It is 630 West Little York. Upcoming dates and locations, so you can get more information. Let's see where we get more information on here.
I know it's the Janice Weaver
The
blood
One Body
drive,
Networking presents. Yeah, the Janice Weaver
ninth annual blood drive. She been doing her thing forever, so I want to take care of her. And so we'll text. We'll make sure y'all get all the information on the phone number and how to give. It looked like you can scan some, but as she says to me, 1 pint of blood saves 3 lives.
Wow.
Right. And we don't look at it like that, right? So if you ever wanted to do something for somebody and didn't know how to do it, you can just give blood and save a life.
You know, I know we didn't have too much time today, but I got a couple more questions. We're going to take our break just a couple minutes late. Just want to finish this up for you because I know you got to go. So 2 things is, you know, how can they reach you if they have more questions? And we need to know why you wear a hat. So.
Oh, that's too funny. They can reach me at Crockett with CrockettandSons.com. But for the insurance, go to cnsinsurance.com. Schedule your Zoom meetings today. We'll take care of you, answer all your questions. If you got health care, praise God. If you don't have health care, let us do everything that we can to make sure that you and your family are taken care of.
Oh,
that's
wow.
what's up with that.
That's amazing.
That's what's up. But now, the reason I wear a hat, young guy in the M, right? You understand me? You remember when you was playing, we used to play That's My Car. Right? So we was playing That's My Car. Come on now. My guy in the roles, right? Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. And businessman in the community, you know, and he always wore a hat. You know what I'm saying? So I asked him, I said, why you wear hats all the time? He said, well, my hat is my hustle, my accountability, and my teamwork. I never leave the house without my hat. Right now, I always make sure I got my hat with me. I keep up with my hustle. I keep up with my accountability, and I keep up with my teamwork. So I said, okay then. Well then, I'm always wear a hat.
H-A-T.
I love that.
Yeah. So since then, I done worn it. I didn't. That's why I wear them.
Wow, man, we could talk to you for about 3 hours. You're so interesting.
Right.
You're
We gotta have you back on the show when we have more time. You know.
Yes, it's been so much fun.
Because I know over here.
Lots of questions.
Right, I'm over here like with just about this insurance alone. I got lots of questions. I was like, you just opened my mind, like, you just blew my mind. I'm like,
insurance is a different word.
I can get rich off of life insurance over here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's a different conversation. You can get money off life insurance, off your insurance policies while you're alive. You don't have to get money. Man, it's so much stuff going on with insurance.
Hey, we gotta have him back for
And
sure.
the thing too with Married Date, it's only for couples, and a lot of those couples are starting families, and things are changing. So we gotta keep talking. All right,
absolutely.
Michael?
Right. And make sure all them families got health coverage.
We
That's just a
will.
big deal. They ain't got to get it from me, but praise God, let them get it.
Yes. Well, you know, that's the thing. We're only going to endorse people that we feel spiritually connected to, that we know you're doing good work, and it's about putting the love out there.
Right.
God will give you the money, but we try to work and associate with people that are like us, and it's really about the mission and the purpose and helping people with whatever they need. So thank you so much for being on the show.
You're more than welcome.
Appreciate you so much. One more time, your website, real quick.
Oh, what's that one? Because I got about like 8 of them.
It was the CS one, right?
CNSinsurance.com.
All right, guys. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we are going to be jumping into our topic today, 7 signs someone is using you. We'll be right back.
One of them is investing.
Married Date, Houston's first private social club for couples.
All started when one of Jen's friends brought her out to a bar and she didn't want to go out. She saw me and said she's going to marry that guy. Her friends thought it was funny. The next night we met. This was 2 days before Christmas. And then we've been together ever since. That was 2007. We hung out that night, didn't even know each other's names. And then eventually we started hanging out and got together. Got engaged January of 2008. Got married April of 2009. And we have 2 kids and a third that we just had a month and a half ago in May. So now we have 3 kids, own a business, been together for 14 years now, and no turning back from there. Everybody said we wouldn't make it. We've been through trials and tribulations, made sure that we always stuck by each other's side and took care of everything we're supposed to. And we've been tested a lot. We have been tested hard. Other than that, we have enjoyed life. We travel. We enjoy spending time with each other 24 hours a day. Never a dull moment, never separation. It's actually been great.
Join Marriedate today by visiting www.marriedate.com.
Guys, it's your girl Millionaire Matchmaker, and you know what? How we do it. We got a huge singles event coming up 1 week from today. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, it is, and I'm your boy DJ Houston, and we're here to tell you about our singles event. We're doing
speed dating in the dark, aka glow in the dark speed dating,
and we're bringing you musical love chairs. You know how fun it is to bump somebody out of their chair. Get out of my chair.
You get out of my chair.
Hey, make sure you go and check out our event at the Neal Show on Facebook. Tickets are live. And
come hungry. We have pasta, salad, and fruit included in the ticket price, and it's BYOB. Come for the networking, red carpet, and fun. And hey, is there any price you won't pay for love?
Exactly. So make sure y'all guys go check out that event at the Neal Show on Facebook, and we will see you there. Marriedate, Houston's first private social club for couples.
We are the Adolphs.
Willie and Tequila.
We're blessed and honored to be asked to be a host couple for Marriedate.
We have been a part of each other's lives for so many years.
We partied hard and worked harder.
We have 4 adult children and 2 fur babies.
We are entrepreneurs, and we work together for over 20 years.
We have been married since 1999 through thick and thin, sickness and health, through troubles and triumphs, struggles and all victories. But God.
We built it up.
We built it up.
We built it up. And now we're solid. Solid as a rock. We are the Adolphs.
Join Marriedate today by visiting www.marriedate.com.
Hey guys, welcome back into the Amber Neal Show. It is Effin' Fridays. I got my friends with me. I get it for DJ Houston.
What?
And Ryan Yarborough.
All right.
She said friends, like we friends or something. You know what I'm saying?
We're not?
Nah, girl, I just work for you. What you talking about? Friends. I'm just kidding. You know I love you. I was like, you know I love you. I'm not going to buy you a fresh case of Dr. Pepper and not love you. You know what I'm saying?
That is love.
He really don't love you. He really don't love you because we know you ain't supposed to beat on me.
Yeah, no, but he loves me. Because he knows I'm a whole evil bitch.
Listen, I know she ain't supposed to, yeah, but without it, she came in here the other day, she was like, there's 1 Dr. Pepper! Yeah, so I would rather go and get her the Dr. Pepper than deal with the roof being blown off, okay?
All right. Hashtag I bleed DP.
Hey.
If you know anybody that works for Dr. Pepper, hook us up because they really should sponsor the show. I think even Lisbeth with Houston City Beat, shout out to Lisbeth, she posted a picture of me at the wedding and she's like, I don't think I ever see this girl without a Dr. Pepper in her hand. So,
never.
Hey, you know, what a great segment with Michael. I love him. He is so like he's so diverse, like in his his knowledge and information. And man, that's amazing. So if you have pre-existing conditions, you can go get the Obamacare. Boom, that's help, because we just talked about this morning.
We did.
Your level of health care depends on how much insurance you have. If you don't have any insurance, I promise you, they will kick you to the curb.
Yeah, right.
It don't matter what you go in for.
Right,
so y'all go visit him. Y'all go check him out. And we'll bring him back on. I think we're going to be doing a lot of business with him. I really like his spirit. That's a good dude right there. All right, guys. So let's jump into our topic. We've got about 20 minutes. We're 7 signs someone is using you. What's number 1, DJ?
Man, they are only there if they need something. Doesn't that sound like a few people we know?
Too many people we know.
Listen, I stopped answering my phone because I knew too many people like that. The only time they called me is as soon as they started seeing I was getting successful. The more success I got, my phone started blowing up more and more. And I was like, where were you when I was a nobody? When I was sitting here, I was your best friend then, but where were you? Where were you trying to show up to my events? Where were you trying to get on my show? You weren't. And then the second you see, oh, your show's blown up. You're on Comcast now. Oh, you're here now. Oh, you DJ at these places. Can you get me in over there? Can you call me? Yeah, exactly. No. Okay.
And that is the sentence starts off with "Can you?" So Ryan, can you tell it? Now Ryan's been a celebrity for a long time, so I know you. As soon as people meet Ryan, they're like, "Hey, da da da." How do you deal with that, Ryan? How have you dealt with people in your career as being a celebrity of doing people that just want something from you because they do?
Well, if you ever heard of the phrase "the money is in the follow-up," because I'm always have been in sales my whole life. When somebody wants something initially, it sounds good. Yeah. Okay, but do you really want it? And what do you really gonna do to get it from me? Okay, so if you ask me for something initially, I hear you, but if you really want it, it's gonna have to take you a couple of times. One, and then that'll give me a chance to digest if it's something I really want to give. Because once again, if you coming to me, even my children, they know not to come to me about certain things because it's like, can you do it yourself first and foremost? That's the question. Can you do it yourself?
I like that you said the second time. They have to come at you at least twice, because the first time, so many people wear a mask. So many of these people that we're talking about, we talked about this before, they'll come in looking like that. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to, endorse you. No, they're just trying to get next to you and get the 401, find out what you got going on. But I like that second time, because then you can pick up the spirit that you might not have picked up the first time. You know what I'm saying?
It's because they let their guard down a little bit, and they don't even
he's talking to me. Okay,
exactly. And they don't even realize it that second time. Like, oh, I got a response. Let me jump in there, and then so you put them on the spot. They got to try improv, as we like to say.
How bad do you want it?
Ooh, that's what I'm saying. How bad do you want it?
This is why I tell you I love watching Ryan's videos and stuff, because I learn something from him every time I watch his videos. Like, look at this. I would have never thought, try it twice. Usually I'm just like, first time, and if I don't like the answer, then I don't even entertain the second time.
And we say that even in dates. Give it twice. You might blow it. Might be shy. You just never know. First times, people get judged so much on first impressions, but I like your approach with come at you twice.
Right.
Come with your second impression. Let's see if you can be consistent with your energy and message.
Yeah, and I don't know if you're serious or not, or if you're just trying to pull my chain just to get a reaction out of it.
Exactly. Okay. All right. So number 2, they don't follow through on promises. Have you ever said that to somebody? Does your word mean anything? Does anything you say, because it's like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, but nothing ever gets done. How do you handle that, DJ?
Usually I get angry. I get mad. Like, straight up. Because I'm just like, seriously? I gotta ask you again? You told me, you promised me you were gonna do this. So then I usually just do it myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have time for that, because you know me. Like, I like to get things done.
I know you get frustrated. People schedule stuff and then they
don't show up.
Oh, like, that's his pet peeve.
And that's why a long time ago I stopped scheduling things. Now that I'm a big boss man, I got to schedule things more and more. but I charge you now. If you don't show up, I charge you. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to send you an invoice.
You messing with my time.
Because you can't get your time back.
I can't.
You
I
can get
really
money,
cannot.
You can get other things back, but you can't get your time back.
So if somebody how many chances do you give somebody, Ryan, that don't follow through on their promise to you?
Well, I want to put it to you this way. First of all, there's two things that I don't do. One thing, I don't swear and not curse, but I don't swear.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I don't promise either. Because like you said initially, it's my word. Either it's my word, I'm going to do it, or I'm not going to do it. That's why I don't say a whole lot, because I'm not going to be just telling you, okay, over here and over there, knowing I'm not going to do something. But getting back to how many chances do I give somebody who say they're going to do something and don't do it, that's a kind of feel situation, you know, touchy-feely situation. Right. But regardless of whoever it is, I'm not going to give them more than a couple of times.
Yeah, even the Bible says, let your yes be yes and your no be no.
Right.
So, what's number 3, Ryan? What's number 3?
Okay, number 3, signs someone is using you is they make you watch what you say. The fear control. Ooh, woo, woo, woo.
Walk on eggshells.
Ooh, woo, woo. Using you by trying to confuse you.
Yeah, that's
and
what they
playing
say.
On your, playing on your emotions.
If they get mad when if they're trying to control you and they get mad that you're not doing what they want, that is called manipulation.
Right.
Yeah,
there you go.
You shouldn't be in fear of your friends, and you shouldn't have people around you as your friends. Right. We should have people that can light your ass up respectfully and tell you you're messing up, but wrong. Not make you scared to approach them or talk to them because they're using you. What do you say?
Oh man, see the issue I have with that right there, I got a big mouth. So I don't ever let nobody use that fear control. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never given a damn where I'm at or who I'm talking to. If you disrespect me, I'm disrespecting you. Yeah. And I've always been that one friend that keeps it just 100% real. I don't sugarcoat it for you. I just tell you like it is. That's why girls they know better than to ask me, does this make me look fat? Because if you look fat, I'm telling you, you look fat. I'm that friend though.
FAT or PHA?
I mean, but this is why I only have a small group of friends. Because only my real friends can handle that truth that I bring. You know what I'm saying? I don't sugarcoat nothing for nobody. I'm not here to make your life easier or better. I'm here to live my best life. Now, I want to share love and peace with everybody. But again, if you're using this on me and you're trying to make me shut up, all you're going to get is me getting louder. Yeah.
I think that's the most frustrating thing in any kind of relationship, friendship, or working or personal, is when you can't, like, you ever met somebody or tried to date somebody where you get frustrated because you're like, you feel like you say the same thing like 5,000 times, and I'm like, I only know English, bro. Like, I don't know how else to say this. But then you get frustrated because it's like, but then you become scared to say something because then they're like, I don't want to hear that, and you're like, you don't hear it. Like, that's why I keep having to repeat it. So I think it's frustrating when when communication breaks down and you feel like you can't say how you feel.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how do y'all handle that?
Honestly, like, it's something that I'm still learning to control because my emotion takes over too much in that part. But I usually get loud. I'm not going to let you overspeak
Tasmanian
me.
devil.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's why.
I got Tasmanian and I got peaceful over here. See, I'm right in the middle.
I
can go both ways.
I was like, yeah, she can.
I can go both ways.
And that's something that I've been trying to learn to control over the years, not letting that emotion get so much. But when you corner me and you make me feel like no matter how I try to talk to you, that you ain't letting me have my word, I just get louder because I can get loud. Just talking at a normal bass, everyone in this office can hear me down just talking right now. You know what I'm saying? So imagine when I get upset and I start, like, the funny thing is when I'm not upset yet, but I'm starting to get there and my voice gets a little louder, people already think I'm yelling. And I'm like, oh no, honey, I ain't yelling at you yet. Like, and that's why, because
I'm laughing because when we've had pre-production meetings at my house, I'll be like, man, my neighbor's going to call the police. And he be in there loud.
And I'm like, I'm just talking. And, the thing is, but it's because, like, everybody has that fight or flight. Right. I have flight. I have fight more than I have flight. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so me, when I'm getting loud, it's because I'm getting ready to fight. Right. If I feel like I'm not being heard, first thing that happens is I'm getting loud. Yeah. Right after getting loud, if I'm still not getting heard, then I just shut up and I'm swinging. That's exactly how it goes.
So ain't no talking.
Yeah, exactly, because ain't no talking. Talking ain't working no more, so now my fists are going to do the talking. Like, But that's something I've been trying to control.
You remember your 20s? You remember your 20s?
Yeah.
But trust me, we were like that in our 20s too, and
the
right person can still get it. Don't get me twisted.
Facts.
But that's the thing. That's why we are striving to be peaceful. It's not that we're scared. In fact, I'm missing that scared. Like when a lot of times when I should be scared, I'm not. Like I miss that. Whatever that gene is, probably being raised by a Marine. Like I ain't scared, right? But the thing is, it's not about being scared of them. It's scared of me. I don't want to come out of my, because if you made me come out of that, you're gonna see a damn possessed demon.
Yeah, and it's hard to reel it back in once it's out. It's like once you open Pandora's box, you can't put Pandora back in. You know, like
because I had to heal from a lot of things and that I went through in my life, and I had to really heal from that. And so for me, if I feel somebody starting to pull me back into that energy, and I told this to somebody last night, I'm like, it's not about, you can be a perfect person. They could be a perfect person when you're dating. But relationships are all about how somebody makes you feel. And when you don't like the way you feel, and then you start, that's that resistance. That's the resistance. That's the universe telling you this ain't for you, and you're trying to force it. And when you get into that point, that is where you start getting out of, I don't want to be around anybody that pulls me out of my peace and my joy. It took me a long time to heal and forgive and get past all the things I've been through. And I'm finally at that place where I don't let people steal my joy because I don't engage. I used to be like, I wish a motherfucker would. I'll pass their ass out.
Amen. And that's wisdom, because little do people know is we get what we are. And 100. What I mean by that is what's presented in our world is what we are and what we need to work on.
Amen. We're all mirrors for each other.
Right. So therefore, if you can't stand something in the person, that's pretty much something that you can't stand in yourself, or something that you need to work on. You know. So therefore, if somebody keep on pushing your buttons, it's like, look, I'm past that stage. Exactly. Okay, yeah, I'm on to the next stage. Okay, I'm gonna leave you on this stage. Exactly. All right, but I understand where you're coming from. You're trying to see if you can get a reaction out of me, and no more.
Don't give them your power. Yeah. You know, one of the things in the law of attraction, I always really focused to kind of help me get to this place. At the end of the night, I would always call all my energy back to me. Anything I put out there, I didn't mean to put out there. I gave you my energy. I gave you my peace. I'm not doing that. I want to take all that back. Take your power back, and don't give it away. You know, people do what they want to do. People do what you let them. What's number 4, DJ?
Yeah. Well, you know, 4 out of the 7 signs that someone is using you is the fact that they always assume, which I hate the word assume, because, you know, they're just making an ass out of themselves, really. Is that I'm paying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been down this situation so many times before in my life, especially through my teenage years, all my friends. Because, you know, y'all know me. I'm an old soul. So I've been working since I was young. You know, that's just me. And so throughout high school, I was the first freshman to have a car, to have a driver's license, to have a steady job. So everybody was like, oh, where's Jacob going? You know, Jacob's going to pay. And everybody was always like, oh, you're paid. You got a job, though. And I was like, why? Excuse me, why?
I'm paying for my insurance.
I pay for my gas, my insurance. I pay for my food.
Can you imagine what Ryan goes through being in the NFL? Like, I'm sure everybody was like, oh, I'm going to order that steak and lobster because, you know.
And then when the bill comes, I got to go to the bathroom.
You got it, Ryan. Ryan got it right. And, you know, I'm a mimosa. I want some appetizers. I want that dessert. Oh, you got it, Ryan. You got it right.
That's why you keep a small crowd. You understand? That's why you keep a small crowd. But once again, that was back in the 20s and the 30s. And now it come to a point to where it's like, okay, I know this person think that I'm paying, so guess what we're about to do? We're about to go somewhere where I don't have to pay for. Okay?
We're going to the park.
I'll meet you at the park. Yeah, I'll meet you here. You understand? So
we'll meet you at the 99-cent store.
That'll eliminate everything.
You can ball out. I'll meet you at the 99-cent store.
I'm always like, look, if I always feel like somebody's going to try to use me for my money, you know, to go, they think I'm going to pay, I go to the place where, one, I know, like, I got the hookup, but I ain't going to have to pay for my stuff. Or if I ain't got the hookup, I order water.
Yeah.
Water.
That's how you started off when you sit down, I'll take a water. And then they feel weird about trying to order stuff. But then there's always that one that don't care. Just because you ain't hungry, I'm going to go and still get this.
Can I get some queso? And let's go ahead and add the guac to that, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you said 50 cents for more? Go ahead, bring it on out.
$3.
And I'll go ahead and take that margarita top shelf, though. Top shelf margarita, you know?
And meanwhile, Ryan's like, "Oh yeah, I gotta go take this phone call." And he going,
"He's already gone."
Hey,
he calls you. I had emergency. I had to go, right? And they're sitting there like, we about to dine and dash. I wasn't prepared for this.
I apologize, but I really don't apologize to all the waiters and waitresses that took too long to come get the bill.
Exactly, guys. Today we're talking about 7 signs somebody might be using you. Listen, I've said this before, but I want to remind you guys that honestly, the number one way that most of the snakes have entered my garden, my life, is because they came through flattery. They came through compliments. That's why you got to check your ego. That's why you got to heal. Because if you need the crowd, you need the publicity, you need the popularity. It's one thing to have a business. Right. But if you need the applause to be happy, that's how they can get in. That's how they're going to get in. And so a lot of those snakes, back then I wasn't healed yet, and they got right in my ear, oh, you're this, are you that, you're this, you're that. They really was just trying to get next to me to figure out what I was doing so they could do it.
Yeah, and then you hired DJ Houston, and I came in Mojo Grass and chopped some snakes down. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna pull a fast one on me. Look, I'm loving these papers. I'm like, yeah, give me that drama.
Yes, he's a built-in bodyguard, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Try to get past me, and then my bodyguard gonna come for you. And if you think I'm big, my bodyguard's bigger. Thank you.
What number are we
on? We are number 5.
We gotta hurry up because they're here. Basically, this kind of recap. They're only nice if they need you. I mean, they're only nice if they need you for something. So we'll skip that one. Number 6, your emotional needs are never considered. Oh, that's a big one that I've dealt with recently. Some people, you will sit there and tell them, "This is how you're making me feel." But they're not self-aware enough to. They're like, "I don't do this to you. I don't do this. I don't do this. I never hurt anybody. I never confuse people. I never." And I'm like, "I'm telling you, I'm confused." And you're saying you don't confuse people, and you're just like, "What kind of freaking Twilight Zone are we in?" Yeah. That drives me crazy when you're literally trying to tell somebody you're not even considering me. Like, do you even see me? You ever felt like being around somebody, you're like, "God, you don't even see me."
Yeah.
You're so busy talking about your life and what you got going on that you don't even see what I'm trying to tell you.
Or what's even worse is like as soon as you tell them and they sit here and continue to do the same, and you're like, did you just not tell me that you understood?
Because they're not self-aware enough. They don't process it. They literally.
It's all about them.
Again, it's like I say all the time. Some people really don't understand that they're doing wrong. So you got to teach them that they're doing wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Like, especially in the car when you honk at them.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Yeah. I was like, damn.
Ryan, what's the last one? We gotta get
the last one is the conversation is always about them. Always about them. It's going to revert back to them one way or another. If they don't start off with, "Guess what happened to me?" or "Guess what somebody said about me?" or blah, 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 blah. It's going to come back around to them.
And no matter what you say, it's going to come back to them.
Right. It's always that, like we say, a pissing contest. They're always trying to one-up you. It's one-up you, Oh, well, my liver gave out today. Yeah, well, my back, my liver, my knees, they went out today too, And then when I was trying to climb up the stairs, so, it's stuff like that. They constantly are always going back to, and like I said, is that pissing contest, They're trying to always one-up you on everything. Even though you're like, seriously, why are you trying to, I told you I almost died, and you're trying to one up the, well, I did die.
Especially parents. Oh, your kid got into rice. Oh, well, my kid went to Yale. You know what I'm saying? It's always my kid's better than your kid. Pageant mom, psychos.
Who cares?
But the thing is, guys, we need to normalize not trying to sympathize so much. Sometimes just don't even relate, because it's normal to try to build that bond through relating to them, right? But sometimes people just need to vent. They just need an ear or a shoulder, or somebody cry. Just somebody give them a hug. They don't need to hear your freaking stories. But also normalize asking how people's day went before you start it's called emotional dumping. When you just start dumping all your shit on them, and then they're like, "Wow, I was coming here to tell you I'm about to, win the lottery, but fuck you, I don't want to be my friends no more."
I can kind of be bad sometimes, because sometimes I dump first, and then I'm like, well, how was your day? Now that I done told you my shitty day, how's your day been, But I'm always considerate enough to try to ask them how they're doing.
To go back, and it's okay, even if you do it in reverse order. It doesn't matter, even if, because that's the thing, because if you're just naturally talking talkative and you just want to talk, it's still okay. But just come back and at least even if it's just on the backside, go, hey, you know how I am, I'm talkative, but I'm sorry. How are you? Apologize if you're inconsiderate. I think most people will deal with anything as long as you're self-aware
that you're
inconsiderate. That you're being
right.
inconsiderate, because we all can be. I know I have been. I'm a talker, so I have ADD, so God forbid a plane flies by. But at the end of the day, guys, these are just 7 signs that somebody is using you. But we gotta get out of here. We've had a great show today. Love my effing Friday co-host. So Ryan, how do people get in touch with you and get your book or book you to speak?
Oh yeah. First of all, you can get in contact with me on all not all social media, but Twitter and Instagram at Yarborough16, YARBRO16. Facebook is my government name, Ryan Yarborough, and you can get my book, Believe So You Can Achieve, at Yarborough16.com. I appreciate you in advance.
Awesome. Safe travels on your trip today, too.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, guys. Y'all, for more information, catch me at amberneal.com. We are looking for friends of the show. We are broadcasting to 3.5 million viewers and listeners all across our platforms. So
Married, Houston's first private social club for couples.
This week. So 17 years as a matchmaker, never had a divorce, guys. So hit me up at Amber.
Chris and I met on MySpace. We started doing music together first, and then we became really good friends. And we were friends for about 5 years. And then we started dating each other in 2008. By February 2009, we were engaged, and by November 2009, we were married. We have 3 children together that we have raised.
Married, Houston's first private social club for couples.
Chris and I met on MySpace. We started doing music together first, and then we became really good friends. And we were friends for about 5 years. And then we started dating each other in 2008. By February 2009, we were engaged, and by November 2009, we were married. We have 3 children together that we have raised, and we have traveled the world together and eaten some of the best food in the world, and collectively have just built up an amazing network of friends and family and a circle of people that we just love and care about, and they continue to motivate, and we continue to motivate them. We build our energy on our relationship with the energy that we can give to other people and the effect that we can have on other people's lives. And we're going on 12 years strong this year through all the obstacles and the goods and the bads. We're still together, and we're here to share our story.
Join Married today by visiting www.marriedate.com. Married, Houston's first private social club for couples.
Chris and I met on MySpace. We started doing music together first, and then we became really good friends. And we were friends for about 5 years. And then we started dating each other in 2008. By February 2009, we were engaged, and by November 2009, we were married. We have 3 children together that we have raised, and we have traveled the world together and eaten some of the best food in the world, and collectively have just built up an amazing network of friends and family and a circle of people that we just love and care about, and they continue to motivate, and we continue to motivate them. We build our energy on our relationship with the energy that we can give to other people and the effect that we can have on other people's lives. And we're going on 12 years strong this year through all the obstacles and the goods and the bads. We're still together, and we're here to share our story.
Join Married today by visiting www.marriedate.com.
Hey guys, it's your girl Matchmaker Amber Neal. It is FM Fridays, and what an amazing show. We had Michael Crockett of CNS Insurance on. Who knew that you could get insurance so affordably? And I'm telling you guys, with everything going on in the world, you don't want to waste your time with that. Go ahead and check him out. Go see him. You can also, the life insurance, to pay one time and you're covered. But you know what stood out to me the most today was about the thing that people don't really talk about, and that is the generational blessings. We always talk about breaking generational curses, but what are you doing for your bloodline for the next 100 years? Are you leaving those blessings, or are you leaving those curses? So that's something I challenge you guys to really think about today as you plan the next year. Start planning a little further into the future. And as he said, you want to take care of 4 generations. So I encourage you guys to not just think about yourself as you're hustling and you're struggling, also think about the generations to come. And as far as signs that 7 people, the signs we went over about 7 signs people are using you, you know, guys, at the end of the day, trust your gut. Trust your gut. God gave you a gut for a reason. And you know what? The first intuition you have, that's the one you want to listen to. That's your sign from God. Anything past the first voice is the enemy trying to confuse you. Stay woke, guys, because this is spiritual warfare, but God's got you. So stay blessed, and we'll see you guys on Monday.
All right. Peace and blessings, everyone. This is Ryan Yarborough here, your former NFL player. Believe so you can achieve, guy. Basically, today on the show, we had Brother Michael Crockett, CNS Properties, Insurance, CNS Insurance, and he took me back a couple of places because he's originally from Memphis, I'm originally from Chicago, and we have the same type of style. But the main thing that we have in common is the insurance background. And I was taught from my father, who's been in the business for over 40 years, that generational wealth can be handed down through insurance. So if you do not have any insurance, make sure that you get some because it's very cost effective, okay? Also, we also talked about 7 signs that people are using, okay? If you feel as if you're being used, or if you know if you're being used, that's your fault. Alright, it's nobody else's fault because can't nobody make them use you. Alright? Always remember, once again, like I said, believe so you can achieve. Understand that if you believe that you're getting used, guess what? You most likely are getting used. So therefore, don't be a victim or claim as if you're a victim. Make your move where you feel as if you're at peace at. Alright? Enjoy yourself until next week.
Hot damn! It was another effing Friday here on the Amber Neal Show. And you know what? Let me tell you. We were talking about people using you. Using you. Exactly, using you. Because I'm not stupid. I'm not going to get used. The first second I noticed the signs, I'm like, bye. There's the door. And you know what? Leave the bags that I bought you. Okay? So y'all guys, if you feel like you're being used, you probably are. Like Brian said, you know, you're probably being used. So go ahead and fix that. Get out of there. Go. Kick them to the curb. You don't need that. All that money you make, all that money you sit here and work hard for, it's your money. Don't let nobody else use it. Till then, you know what? Like I said, I ain't gonna let it happen. So I'm out of here, guys. I ain't got no more to say to y'all. Because if you need a lesson on if somebody's using you, you can't ride in my circle. Peace.